What up? What up? What up? Man, Backwoods got some inside information for y'all, man. Got some inside information. We hit them with it, Backwoods. We had to go live again, y'all, but we wanted to hit it up with the members because this shit's important, man. That y'all peep game, peep game.
Man, look, I'm gonna tell you something. All the money is gone. Y'all start checking y'all's bank accounts, man. It's all gone.
I gotta laugh at the shit, man, because it's gone. Go check your bank and accounts. They done shut the shit down. I didn't have no money in that motherfucker in the first place, so it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm gonna say right now, any of you motherfuckers in the chat right now that were like, "Oh shit, something bad's happening, man. They're going live, man." Any of y'all better get y'all's head screwed on straight, man. Y'all are supposed to be preppers, man. Y'all been hanging around this community enough. Come on, man.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
We America, baby. Woo!
Right. See, we come back because we know the members, man. We know y'all about it. We ready for war at all times. So we coming up in this motherfucker.
I'm too high for all this excitement. You know what
I mean? Hell yeah. What's going on, y'all? I see y'all in there. Anybody want to jump up, man? I can add a couple people. We probably do about 4 or 5 on the panel, man. 4 or 5 at a time. What you think, man? Is that too much? You too high, Hutch?
Hey, I'm good. Let's roll with it.
Let's roll with it.
That scary motherfucker, man. There about 3 people get on the panel, man. He'll dip out, man, and go in and hide under the covers and shit. Be looking out.
You want to drop the link, babe? Drop it like it's hot. So, man, this is the real shit though. We ended the regular live, and we were sitting backstage, and we were having great convo, and we was like, man, well, why not hang out with the secret society, man? Let's just go hang out. Fuck it. If y'all want to hang out, we want to hang out. Let's get it in. It's been a while. You know what I'm saying?
And then as soon as we hit the live button, we're like, damn, we ain't got shit to talk about.
I know, it's all gone.
We done talked about everything. We done talked about everything. Y'all missed it backstage, man. That's all I can tell y'all.
What's going on there, in the chat?
But to get secret access to the secret backstages that we do for $10.99 a month.
That's a hustler for you. You want backstage access, you got to come out them pockets.
Just saying.
Shit, most people run from our backstages. We jump backstage. They're like, all right, see y'all later.
Yep. Quick.
Oh, but I did want to show y'all something. Let me show you something. When we got done the live, we sitting backstage. Just Josh had to go get some ribs and shit. He said he was going to go eat some ribs, but he found something. They're starting to warn us, y'all. I want to show y'all this real quick.
Man, where you get ribs this time of night?
I'm not going to listen to the video or nothing, but read what the title says. Let me go full screen real quick.
As a response to the unprecedented economic costs that the U.S. and allies
they coming
in response to Russia's further invasion of Ukraine.
They talking about Russia and these cyber attacks. They coming at us. Monique, appreciate you. Thank you. Now, I didn't get a chance to listen to this. It's only like a minute long, 41 seconds. I could probably bring it up. If y'all want to listen to it real quick, see what this lady has to say about these cyber attacks. I don't think I'll get in trouble for that shit. I think it's let me see if it's like White House. Is that the White House, right?
Man.
No, it's a channel. It's a channel. Babe, can huh?
I want to tell chat, just think about it. The cyber attacks. You won't have no internet. You won't have no phones. You
Could
can't
you?
economic cost.
you can't call your boyfriend and shit. How y'all gonna act? Can't watch
Why-
TV.
Why's it got to be boyfriend? Why can't somebody call their girlfriend?
Well, you can call
I
your
don't know
girlfriend.
why you're so simple minded, man. The world is more complex. You got to say woman, man, thems, theys. I don't know why
Oh,
you're.
man,
You
no,
need to be
fuck
more
all that.
inclusive.
Dude,
You're fucking selfish.
Fuck all that shit, because let me tell you something. When you dig a motherfucker up 100 years from now, the only way they're gonna know what you was is one thing by certain bone structure, and the second thing is your motherfucking DNA, and it's man or fucking woman. That's it, male or female. That you can pretend to be or think you are whoever you want to
Yeah.
fucking think you are. I don't care. You can be whoever you want to be. 100 years from now, when they dig a motherfucker up, I'm just telling you, that's the only way they're gonna know what you was. Bone structure.
I'll even
and
say
motherfucking-
that's not
From-
even real. In 100 years, I guarantee you they'll be able to change their DNA. So 100 years from then, you know what I mean? You're not going to be able to prove what your true DNA is on some people.
Susanna.
Yes,
do
I
you
paid my $10.99.
Do you hear this? Do you hear this liberal motherfucker underneath me?
Hey,
All right, so the White House thing about that cyber attack, it's actually an hour long. So Nisi's gonna drop the link in the chat if y'all want to click on it and watch it later, save it, or watch it now, whatever y'all want to do. But it's there in case y'all want to check it out. But they're starting to warn us about it, man. When they start having press conferences talking about Russia's gonna do a cyber attack, I'm not even sure it's gonna be Russia, but you can pretty much guarantee we're probably going to have something happen. You know what I'm saying?
false flag coming. Here comes the false flag. That's what they're setting us up for. Oh, look, Russia's doing cyber attacks again. Oh, look, our infrastructure went down. Oh, no, our gas pipeline again. Oh, no. Same shit
Yep.
over again. I guarantee you in the next 2 months, something big's going to happen here, and they're going to blame it on Russia or some shit that came from Russia, even though it's some shit that's been happening for the last 2 fucking years. You know what I mean?
Facts. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. What's up, Susanna?
Hey, tribe. How are you?
Good. Chilling, chilling.
Hi, Hutch and Backwoods. And chat.
All right, there's too many people up here, y'all. I'll see you. No.
Is it me,
No
Hutch?
doubt.
Is it me,
Yeah, I
Hutch? Is it me?
Yeah, that was kind of fucked up, man, because Susanna's the only one that popped up on here, and now you're going to leave? What kind of bullshit is that?
Hey, I know y'all try to give me a hard time about it, but like I don't do crowds. Like with real life, fake life, whatever. You know what I mean? I'm not a crowd person.
I forgive you.
I had some experiences that makes me like to be by myself. You know what I mean? I'll get into it someday, but I'm working on it, man.
Give me 2 minutes. Give me not even 2 minutes. Give me like a minute. I'll be right back.
Wait, hang on. I'm turning the timer on.
I'm trying to see why POTB is in the chat, but he ain't got his punk ass up here,
Because he's a bitch.
right, Chris?
I don't know what to say, man. Y'all are killing me sometimes.
God damn, it's raining like a motherfucker there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I will say, I am going to use Tribe's platform to make my announcement.
Your
It is,
announcement?
it is official. I am running for a nomination of a fake vote, and I will be putting my ads out here shortly. And I welcome some of the fellas I've already let y'all know.
Oh, competition's coming.
boy.
I want votes. You know what I'm saying?
But I done broke the sledgehammer out, man. I'm about to break shit up in this motherfucker, man. I ain't playing.
Backwoods coming with the heat. Coming with the heat, y'all.
I'm about to break motherfuckers' wheels, man. I'm just telling you.
Okay, but why is POTB even saying that he's in bed naked if he doesn't want to come up here?
I'm
Because
naked
you're
in
up
bed.
here.
Right? I mean,
He only gets naked for the
free.
fellas.
I mean, he acts like anybody gives a shit about his little naked ass. Hell, you'd have to have a motherfucking 1,000 times zoom just to see something, man. Fuck him, man.
Yeah,
What the
that-
fuck are you talking about, Sophia? God
Don't
damn,
be
I thought
scared.
we were people, Sophia.
Come on up. Don't be scared. Don't be shy. Come on
Damn.
up. It's a secret society, man. We all together in this.
She ain't even seen a video yet, Hutch, and she's like, tribe over Hutch.
Right? That's some bullshit. Like, she was some of my favorite people. Now she's like, fuck Sophia. You know what I mean? Shit.
What's up, everybody? What's up? Hey, there's a bunch of people. I didn't know if anybody would show up, tell you the truth, because it was such a short, letting people know. I set it up at 11:05 and set it up for 11:15 or some shit. Appreciate y'all coming in and hanging out, man. Getting it in.
Carbon Q up in the house, too.
Carbon Q, what up?
Is that too loud?
Man,
Yeah. If y'all hear some tinging and some rain pouring, you got Backwoods and Hutch. They got some shit coming down. They in the middle of the shit hitting the fan.
if it gets any louder than this, I'll mute my mic. I don't want to. I want to be able, I don't want to fuck people's talk up and shit. Which I know that. I mean, these motherfuckers ain't got shit to say anyway. None of these three, man. They ain't shit, man. Wait till these videos come out, man. Just telling you, I'm bringing the sledgehammer. I'm about to knock some motherfuckers' heads off, man.
All right. I see how it is. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna be patient. See what y'all coming with. I'm coming hot and heavy though. Just know I'm gonna come hot and heavy. So
Man,
what's up,
fuck
man?
you, Jetta.
What the hell was we talking about backstage, man? We had a good ass conversation going, and then we start a fucking live, and we're like, what the fuck?
Well, we were talking about dude wipes, man. Dude wipes, how they were really comfortable.
We were talking about some tampons.
Yeah, it was like a fresh, clean wipe, man. And and we're just like, hell yeah. Damn, this shit getting loud.
Well, it sounds like fucking ice falling on your shit, Hutch. Is it hitting that hard?
No, I got a tin roof.
Oh, got you. Sounds like sleep.
Yeah, I got a tin roof out here too.
It's literally a piece of tin over a tarp. We got no insulation in the roof, so it's like.
Hey, you dry though. You dry. That's all that matters.
Yes, sir.
No, he's pretty wet. Trust me.
It's been snowing here.
Man, I haven't went live in so long. I'll be forgetting to put people's fucking chats up and shit. Oh shit, y'all went silent.
It was like
snow
really
you get?
nice, and it was really nice and sunny yesterday, and today it's snowing.
Damn, that would have been freaky. Wake up in the morning hearing that shit, I'd been like, oh shit. Here it is. It's coming.
Right.
Deanne had a video up. Yeah, Deanne had a video up of all the rain and thunder and lightning going on there.
Yeah, she down there in Texas. Just Josh too. It started raining on him too. Man, it goes too silent when y'all go muted, man. Kind of like the rain pouring. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, TT1. I think he's moist.
Y'all are nasty. Y'all are just nasty.
What's up, Matt? What's going on with your stars? What's up? Ain't nobody heard anybody like being in the tornadoes and shit. Cause backwards he hit me up. He said there was tornadoes, like 4 or 5 of them on the ground. Anybody
Yeah,
heard anything?
Texas and Oklahoma, I think. I think it was in Oklahoma. All I seen was about Texas, man. It was a bunch of them. Like they were putting them special warnings. You know what I'm saying? Like the really supercell type, like the really dangerous, like F4, F5 shit. You know.
Damn. Probably gonna be all over the news, man. You would think those weather channels, they probably are going crazy right now, ain't they?
Yeah, Ryan Hall, y'all had the. So he had this video. This dude, I'm telling you, he's all over this shit, man. He's got people reporting into him and shit, and he's got like 5 or 6 storm chasers that he can put up on the screen at any time. And he said, so this chick jumps in and she goes, Ryan, you know, you may want to check this out real quick. And so he pops that link up there, and it's a live camera feed there in Texas. Dude, this tornado, you can see it right there, man. Man, shit's whipping around everywhere, and it comes, and it's coming right at the camera, man. And all of a sudden, the camera points down and shit, and it's all flopping around, and you can see shit going everywhere. It's pretty cool, man. Waiting on the next tornado drop. I mean, see? Yeah, Stuart. No, yeah, I'd talked to him in Peach's chat earlier. Stuart, you know, I was like, man, I hope you're okay, you know.
Everybody worried about this war and all that shit, man. You gotta be worried about the weather too. Don't forget about that weather. That motherfucker will kick your ass.
Especially this time of year, man. You got them cold fronts and warm fronts mixing, you know what I'm saying? You know, trying to.
Now, all 7 of those tornadoes were in one fucking county? I can hear it sound like wind blowing the rain.
No, that was, well, I didn't know if y'all just heard that. That was a big old thunder.
Yeah, they have those alerts going off. Those. Bzz, bzz, bzz.
See, y'all freak out, like who never been in Tornado Alley. Storms like that, boy, I sleep like a fucking baby. I swear to God, I do. You know
I love them. I love tornado storms, man. I really do.
My pet friend.
Yep.
I like to do other things when it's thunderstorming. Just saying. It's kind of freaky and shit, man. The thunder hitting, it's like boom, 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 and you hitting that thing, man. It's like boom, boom, boom.
You know, storms. The fucking pervert. The storms and shit, man. When it comes down to me, like that's safe times for me. Because you don't have to worry about police knocking on your door when it's storming real bad outside. You don't have to worry. You know what I mean? It's right. Just little shit that
when it's storming.
Right. So it's kind of like safe. It's like hell yeah, let it storm, man. If I get a foot of snow, man, I'm good. Man, I hope that shit stays for like a week. Because I don't have to worry about shit. I can do whatever the fuck. I'll go walk out my backyard naked if I want to. You know what I'm saying?
I know back in the day, we're going back to this again. In Leavenworth, there was one day to where it was raining so fucking hard, like you couldn't see your hand in front of your face. I was like, oh, hypothetically, like this is the best day to go and do any kind of fucking dirt. You know what I mean? Because ain't nobody gonna chase you, ain't nobody gonna see you. Just, I don't know.
That's the kind of rain it gets hard to breathe in too.
Shit, I'll check it out. We'll check out like 30 seconds of Awkward Texans video real quick. And then y'all can go sub up. If you're not subbed up, you can go sub up real quick. Let me go see if I can find it real quick.
I got it right here, but I mean, I can put the link in the private chat if you want, or if you got it. It's
right
a big deal.
It should just pop right on up. Current situation?
Yeah.
Is that the one?
That's it. Yep, that's it.
All right, let me click on it.
Thank you, Ghetto. Yeah, that's what. When you start seeing lightning like that,
motherfucker.
When you start seeing lightning like that on this time of year in Tornado Alley, yeah, you better know, especially because it's all eerie, quiet and shit. Yeah, you'll see.
The best lightning storm I ever seen was over Dallas, coming down the freeway. That shit looked awesome.
Make sure y'all sub up. Make sure y'all sub up. Awkward Texan.
Yeah, she got it going on.
Stop. It just keeps going and going.
That's some serious lightning, Jack.
Well, seeing this in these parts of the country, man, with that cold and hot, the way it hits, man, that warm Gulf air coming up, and then all that shit, dude, it can get violent quick. See how still it is? Look, ain't even no limbs moving. Look.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, that's what we call eerie quiet, man. It's time to listen.
You just wait and listen for that train sound. If you don't hear the train, you're good.
Yeah, no doubt.
And if the train is getting louder, it's coming at you, man, and it's a bad deal.
Right.
I'd be chilling so hard right now with that going on, man. I'd just be like, yeah, hope the electric don't go out.
Right.
Yeah, I'd be like, hey, baby, what's up? Girl, you looking good tonight. Got them sexy pants on and shit, man. I'm telling you. Looking good up in that motherfucker.
All right, y'all go check it out, man. Make sure y'all go check out that video. You know what I'm saying? Check it all out. Links in the description. Sub up.
In the last 40 minutes that I've been talking to y'all, what conversation did we have to get this old man's libido, you know what I'm saying, beating up the underside of the table and shit? Like,
show me the lightning storm, boy.
He was playing with that pew pew, man. See, that pew pew got him started. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It got me a little frisky too. Niecy gonna get it tonight after seeing that thing, man.
We can't show it on here, man. It's up. But yeah, we can. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to do a video and show that, man. I don't know if you want to show your shit off like that, man. But that's a pretty motherfucker. That motherfucker. Whoo, Lord have mercy. I'd love to have that son of a gun.
I will say, completely random. I think I told you guys, but a while back, I had a creator tell me that he showed his 9mm on a live, and then a couple days or a couple weeks later, like a FBI agent showed up to his work to ask him all kinds of crazy questions. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's false. That's just what was passed on to me. So take it for what it is. You know what I mean?
Right.
You see what Niecy said in the chat? Man, I'm telling you, I love our women. I love our freaking women, man, that hang out with all you women out there. Dude, I love you guys, man. Y'all are fucking the shit. Y'all are the shit, man. I'm just telling you.
No doubt.
No
doubt.
Niecy,
Y'all
I did want to say, Niecy, I did want to say, wait till I get to meet y'all. Tribe is going to be holding that pew pew and shooting it. I promise.
Sir. Yes, sir.
You're going to be shooting the fuck out of
that. You know, the only way you're
sir.
going to meet Tribe is if you take your ass to the East Coast. He's too
I know,
uppity
right?
to come out here
I know. He won't come this way, man.
You know, thug life, baby. East Coast.
Don't make me drive up in there shooting to get my way in, and then when I got to leave, I got to shoot my way out and shit.
Right.
Oh, it ain't that bad, man. It ain't that bad. Especially where I'm at, man. It's nice where I'm at.
Well, Hutch, I don't know.
Oh,
I was listening to what you just said, and that happened to my husband once. He wrote, like, one of his numbers looked like another number, and an FBI agent came knocking at the door because he thought he was someone else who had kidnapped his kid. So yeah, it could have happened.
ooh, that sounds like a challenge.
Chill.
It really does. All I know is I got another email today or yesterday from somebody who's coming to the little camp out thingy. I mean, we seem to be having some pretty decent numbers. It might be some good shit. All right.
Cool.
I mean,
Let's get Tribe to Missouri. Press 1.
Press 1.
I'll tell you this with spouses and kids and just whatever, we're probably looking at 25, maybe even 30, close.
Damn, nice little get together.
Prepper Steading, by the way, we talked on the phone today for a pretty good while, and then I texted him all the information, and he texted me back and confirmed he did rent a campsite today. He's got it for 3 days. So there's another one, Prepper Steading.
Cool. That dude's used to traveling, man. I bet you Prepper Steading would go anywhere if there was a meetup. You know what I mean? Because he's used to doing it. He's a truck driver.
Tribe, I want to tell you something. I rented Site 21. It's non-electric, and it's right on the water, dude. Like it's this little cove comes up in there. And guess what? Random Jenny Lynn got the one next to me, 20, and Ohio Prepper got 22 next to me on the other side. And
nice.
Then Monique is coming from Canada.
Nice.
And coming down. She got a spot. Sophia B and Christopher B got a spot. And Stars Prepper got a spot right there. Dude, I'm telling you, we got that whole cove and that whole area up through there all taken up already, man.
For 3 days?
For 3 days.
Nice.
Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night. And Hutch rented a pavilion that we got all day Friday and Friday night until midnight. We got that pavilion for the whole time.
Damn. That's what's
and
up.
I'm going to, and me and Sophia B said she wanted to help. I think Monique, Georgia Peach, we all going to go get some food, and we're going to grill some fucking shit up.
Fuck
up
yeah.
In that
I don't
pavilion.
know why you're asking, Pop B. You know damn well you ain't going to show up.
Yeah.
He's going to call us the day of and be like, oh, damn, sorry, guys, I can't make it.
I think it's the end of June, right?
Yeah.
I think because I'm trying to work it out with my son and my stepdaughter, man, to get them where they need to go, and then boom, man. Even if we gotta I don't know, we might even rent a car or something, man. We trying to get the funds right. You know what I'm saying?
Man, we got enough people renting spots. I guarantee you probably could come down here and not even worry about having to rent a spot, dude. I mean, because you can have like 3 tents on each campsite, or you can have a RV and 2 tents. And Ohio, the one she rented next to me, she's got another campsite and a motherfucking Sweet Inn over there.
The fuck?
Yeah, dude. She rented that campsite next to me because it was the last campsite in the deal, and we were trying to get somebody to rent it. And she was like, "Fuck it, I'll rent it, and just, it'll be 3 campsites right there, man. Just so we got that whole fucking cove." She did. She rented that shit up, man. Ohio did.
Well, let me ask you this: are the campsite like you got your own campsite, but can say I come and we're partying? And we're just up. I could throw a tent in your campsite, couldn't I?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can have up to 3 tents. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at, man. Yeah, and I'm right on the water, dude, so we can fish. Man, all that shit, dude. It's right there. And anybody that's coming to camp, man, you're welcome to come down there and fish, man. I can't, I can have 3 tents. Once 3 tents is up there, I mean the tent place is full, but man, I got
Come on, hang out with us, Carbon. Shoot.
Yeah, come on up, Carbon. Shit. Ain't nobody. Yeah. But yeah, I've got I got a bunch of shit, man, for camping, and them awning deals, and I got this other one that's awning with screen on it and shit, and it's got the little doors you walk in. I'm gonna put a little picnic table in that motherfucker. Yeah, dude. I mean, because Ohio's got we're gonna set some shit up because we got that whole motherfucking lakefront right there.
What's up?
What's up, Carbon?
How you doing?
Hello, Carbon Q.
Hi, Ron. How you doing? Tribe, how are you?
What's up?
I'm good. You owe me money.
What happened? What happened?
You said you better wouldn't come up here. I'm here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. You don't owe me anything. I just came on to say thank you. Thank you for all the love, all the support. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate what all you guys do. I know it's time consuming, but to get the message out there to people to start prepping and being prepared, and it takes a lot, and I don't think people realize that. And you don't have to, but you do. So, just for me, because I'm new on the scene, but it's so important. And I'm so happy that you guys are doing it and people are seeing that. Hi, Sophia. Hi, Miss Pepper. Hi, everybody. How you doing? I like
You gotta watch out. You know, you gotta watch out. I mean, it's just the way it is, man.
Yeah.
Y'all get it in. You know what I mean? When you do your live streams, y'all get it in. It's some good shit. I was like, man, people need to know about this. It takes word of mouth to get our channels out there because YouTube don't help us.
Yeah, definitely. And that's what I try to tell people. I said, there's people out here that's putting out really good information. And it may seem like a lot of people, because they're going on at the same time, sometimes different times, late at night, whatever. Just hop in, even if you catch a replay, hit the like, let it get out there. It may not suit you, but it might suit somebody else. You might learn. You always going to learn something from somebody. So, like, take the time and listen to what they're saying. We complain about the news being like they create the news that they want you to know.
Oh, yeah.
People that's on the street or in the area that's actually putting out information, and we refuse to look at it, or we just, deny it. We'll still stay stuck in that bubble of watching something that's lying to us. And we're okay with that. No, we have to get outside of that and just start paying attention to the everyday people that are going through these things and showing you. They're going into supermarkets. They're telling you there's a food shortage. They're telling you this is going on. Planes are flying, whatever's going on. And people act like they don't, like it's not true. Like this is a lie.
Yeah.
We really
because they want to listen to these millionaires tell us that everything's fine and it ain't this and it ain't that and it ain't this, when there's 1,000 people on YouTube right now showing you what's going on in the stores, showing you. I'm with you 100%.
And I'm from the city, so when you guys talk about certain things, I may not know about it, but I'll go and I'll do my research and I get, okay, I get it. I think backwards to something where he collected the water at the side of his house and it was right down. Like those are things people should know, because when it does hit the fan, you're going to have to MacGyver everything underneath the sun, because your preps will eventually run out, and you're going to have to learn how to be hands-on with a lot of things, including fire.
That water catchment system, I've only got, I don't know, $120 in it or something like that, or maybe a little bit more. And I mean, for some people, I understand $120 is $120, but at the same time, it's like, damn, that's 330 gallons of water I got right there. It's right there, So yeah, I mean, that's any information out there. That's what people are not understanding. So many people got different ways of doing things, and the more stuff we learn, the better off we are. It's like, dang, we.
Yeah, it's really, I changed my whole lifestyle from bags and shoes, and I'm a girly girl. I like a lot of girl stuff. I completely changed that. Everything. Like people walk in my house and they're like, "What is wrong with you? Like, what are you preparing for?" I said, "Anything. You just don't know when something's gonna happen." And it was crazy because I woke up one day and I just looked around and I'm like, "What is wrong with me?" I completely changed my lifestyle. But shoes and bags are not gonna save me.
But they can help.
Not those shoes, some boots.
The right shoes, the right bags.
Yeah.
Definitely some really good boots. I'm not sure about the meetup. I'll check and see the dates. When is it?
Y'all doing it the end of June, right?
June 23rd through 26th.
June 26th. I just have to check my dates. I have another thing that I'm going to.
It's Osage Bluff camping site at Truman Lake in Warsaw, Missouri.
It's a hell of a trip. I'm in Maryland, so it's going to take me probably 18 hours to get there.
Yeah, I'm in PA, so it's going to take a little bit longer.
We got someone coming from Canada.
Try. Okay, I'll try. I'll definitely try. Yeah, but
ain't well. So Sophia and Chris, they're going to be there. They're going to be coming from PA too.
oh, nice.
That,
Okay, great.
because they're coming. They're leaving California and they're getting right. They're going to Pennsylvania to get away from the
Mhm.
California life, if you know what I'm saying.
Right.
Their gun laws are horrible. Yeah. Get
You know, everybody's welcome, Carbon. I mean, you're most definitely welcome. You got an invitation like anybody else, so come on and hang out with us, man. We're gonna have a water balloon fight too.
I'm with it. I'm all for it.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have discussions. Doc Mack is gonna be there, and he actually said he would put on a couple of like tourniquet and dressing, you know what I'm saying, and stuff.
Yeah.
He put on a couple of little deals there, little classes, and we talked about maybe doing a little, some people maybe doing a couple little firearm classes, nothing,
Great.
because like I have some of them airsoft rifles, so it's we can have that out there, and it's not a big deal, and so we're talking about maybe doing a little training with the with the guns, you know what I'm saying, just and
I'm with it. That's good.
we're gonna cook out Friday night. Shit, we're gonna have a good time.
Okay. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I am bringing brownies. Just FYI. I made some butter yesterday, y'all. I'm just saying. I got you.
There will definitely be marijuana smoke. I'm just saying. Be forewarned. There
Yeah.
will be marijuana smoke.
It's all good. I grew up in New York, so it's all good.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, and even if somebody wants to fish, we got 3 campsites right there on the lakefront. It's all anybody can fish, and we got $24 for a 3-day fishing pass in Missouri for non-resident. So it's only $24. I already checked into it and everything, so you can just go right up to the check-in place.
Mhm.
I believe you can buy it right there. If not, there'll be a place just right there close. $24. You can fish for 3 days. So
I'm gonna get that just to have that to put in a frame. You know what I'm saying? Because I know they'll give you a little piece of paper or something.
Yeah. I like when you were talking about mindset that I actually had to sit down with myself when you were discussing mindsets and where you would have me go into sort of like a savage mode and to survive. A lot of people, I think, where I came from, that was my lifestyle. It was a constant, switch click that's what I had to be. I had to go from nice to like completely insane. And it took me a long time to get out of that just to be the person that I am now, right? Which is calm. Usually I'm not a calm person, but that scares me a little bit when you mentioned that earlier on today. I really didn't think about it like that because like when you slide into that mode, for me, it's like a red light. Once it starts going off in my head. Like sometimes I can't even remember like what the hell happened. And that scares me because at the end of the day, I still have to be responsible for some things. So mindset, I think, is something that we really should start talking about a lot more. Just like if you're not right now, or if you suffer from PTSD or things of that nature, like bring you back, especially if you're somebody that's on your own or can tell the signs. So they can tap you out and be like, listen, you need to go calm down for a minute.
Yeah, before you kill everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, it took me a long time to get out of that mindset because it's crazy, and I thought I was done with it. Now all of this is going on. Here I am, thinking that I got to remember how to tap back into that, and still be in control. Before, where I had people that were able to tap me out and be like, "Listen, go back for a minute. We'll take it from here." But that part scared me a little bit. But now that you said it, and now that I know I can prepare for it, I'm ready for it. So thank you for having that conversation and bringing that up.
Yeah, it's deep. It's deep. I think that's going to be one of our biggest tools for people who can do that, who can, because I can literally go from just being this to being that dude
Right.
And then the next day, I don't even think about it. Like I forget I was even that dude that whole day, and I'm back to this right here. Like that's a skill to have, but it's something that you got to go through a lot of shit in order to gain that type of skill. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't grow up with silver spoons and end up being able to have that in you. So yeah, I don't know. Some people are not going to have it. I don't think. You know what I'm saying? But you know it is what it is.
I think being homeless for a little while really opened my eyes to a lot of stuff too. You know, because I was homeless for a little while, and it really opened my eyes up to a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It showed me things, and I was on the streets. You know, I was doing meth and coke and everything else. You know, and slinging that shit, and so a lot of that shit woke me up to things. And that when I come out of that shit, that's why I started prepping and started, really thinking about going that extra mile beyond prepping, of your basics, and going to what I'm saying, going into you know, making sure my sewer line, is exposed, there at the clean out, so that I can undo that if I need to. So sewer ain't in my house, having the plastic to cover my roof if we had a bad thunderstorm like we had tonight.
Mhm.
If it would have blown some shingles off and this shit hits the fan, what am I going to do? Because now my roof's leaking. You know what I'm saying? So making sure I got them type of materials to sustain what I got here, and then also them same materials can be used for bug out shelters
Right.
if need be. So I like to take it that one step further of beyond prepping and having just little stuff. I've showed this before, but look at all this stuff, man. I just got all kinds of hinges and
Right.
screws and bolts, and just every time I go into town to buy, down into the big city to buy like preps and stuff, part of my stop would be like at the tool supply store, and getting, because they sell nuts and bolts, and I got hose clamps and wire nuts and wire, and you know what I'm saying, just going that beyond prepping, you know what I'm saying, of having that all that extra shit.
Mhm.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. What I always do, like, I'll go to my local Ace Hardware to pick up some topsoil or something so I can grow some tomato plants. And what I do is I go through the screw and bolts and all that. I'll go through that section and see where the little pink tags are, because you'll get a $5 thing of screws for fucking 50 cents. And there'll be like two or three of them, big ass box of nails you get for $2 that are usually $23, but they've been sitting there for 3 years. So I do that every time I go in the store. I look for that kind of shit. When I go into CVS, I go to the 75% off aisle. Like at the end of the aisle, they'll have a bunch of shit that they're trying to get out of the store. Boom, I go right to that section every time to see if there's something I can use for preps or just use for life.
Every sale aisle that you can find, go look at this. Tribe, I showed Tribe this.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yes.
$16. He got that
I
for
got
$16. 40 below.
two
Ooh.
minus 40 below sleeping bags for $16 a piece, man. They were in the sale aisle. They were just trying to get rid of them.
Awesome.
They had
That's
two of them. I was like, shoot, whoop, put them in the basket.
great. That's great. Prepping is crazy.
Yeah.
It's never ending, but when I wake up, I feel so much better when I look around and I'm like, okay, if something does happen, I got a couple days to make it through, or I think I can make it through 3 months, 2 months.
Let me ask you, Carbon, since I got you up here, I got you on the spot. What made you get into? Because I was like highly impressed that the gun thing. You know what I'm saying? Like what made you? Now see where I come from. I got into guns because of the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But how did you end up like getting interested in being a gun owner, gun enthusiast? You know what I'm saying?
Well, my prior occupation, I had to carry one, and I really wasn't into it then. It was just something that I had to carry when I was at work, so that was it. And then the whole pandemic came around, and I just saw how people behaved about toilet paper. I was like, wow, this is crazy. Like, this is just toilet paper. Like, we can't produce toilet paper, so like we can't. So we're not acting like this.
Right.
But at the end of the day, people really kind of lost it over simple things, and then you kind of saw people fighting over it. It was just nuts. Then events started happening that just made everything go into chaos. People were just turning on people. It was the craziest thing. But at the end of the day, I just at that point, I need some protection more than what I already had. And when you're in the streets, the other side, they have everything. Underground has everything. They don't have to apply the rules and regulations. They don't have to do anything like that. So if it was to definitely like hit the fan, we're gonna be at a disadvantage. We need to equalize that a little bit.
Yeah, no doubt.
And at the same time, you still want to stay legal. You still want to stay out of jail. You still don't want to, have people coming down on you. So there's a process of going through it, but you just have to go through it. And I think a lot of people don't realize that they can get it legally. They can train. They can be proficient with it if they take the time of it. Take the time to learn the weapon, learn what you're shooting, know what it can do. Don't be afraid of it. Me, I like really talking to women about it, because there's a lot of single moms out here, older, younger, every age group, and they really need to start protecting themselves. They really need to, realize that they're going to be the first person to protect whatever's in their house, especially if there's no male in the house. Can you give me 1 second? Let me just put the dog out real quick.
Oh, that I thought that was Susanna.
I didn't know who. I didn't
Sorry,
know what it
Susanna.
was.
No, that wasn't me.
Hutch kind of leaned forward. I thought maybe it was hacking the lung up and shit.
I didn't know where that was coming from, but she's right though, man. With the women, I think more and more women should. What I say is we have the Second Amendment. Everyone should take advantage of having the Second Amendment. I don't think there's another country on this planet that has a Second Amendment like ours, is there? Anybody know?
Not to the level we do.
Right.
Well, actually, no, I take that back. We're really kind of down the list. There's actually several places that might actually have a little better. But Carbon Q, I was going to tell you, Miss Georgia Peach on here, she does a scenario Sunday. And so she does these scenarios, and it's the women folks that get on there. And that's all it is women are only on the panel. And they go through scenarios of what would we do and talking about, with the guns and, this scenario happens, that scenario happens from a woman's perspective. And I mean, men watch and we join in the conversation. But I mean, yeah, it's an all women perspective, and it's really, really cool. I guarantee you'll be welcome over there 100%, to go over there.
Drop in a couple times, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll definitely make a better effort to stay in there and watch it from beginning to end. Because usually I'm in between doing things. I'll just turn you guys on and listen whilst I'm doing what I'm doing. But
right.
Definitely check that out.
Yeah, I think we all do that. Throw that shit on, then you're working around the house, but you're still listening in. Then all of a sudden you hear your name, you got to run over, try to find the phone, put in a chat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Have a firearm. Every single room in your house. Have ammo. Have your magazines. Train with them. How to clear it if it jams. Jab rack ready. Sometimes you're gonna have to rip that mag out, smack it back in, and go to work. Thank you, JP. Thank you. Just be. It's not scary. Once you shoot it, it's actually fun. I like the smell of gun smoke. I don't know if something's wrong with me, but I like it. The loud noise.
I think we all like it. We all like the gun smoke. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. But
Can I ask you what
Sure.
how you got your name, Carbon Q? I think it's cool as hell.
Thank you.
Different.
I was looking at a holster and I liked the fiber. It was carbon fiber. It was just pretty. I liked it, so I just picked carbon, and Q is such an odd letter. So but it went well together. So I was like, I'll just Carbon Q. That's it. It was short, easy to remember. Thank you.
Cool. I think it's cool as
So-
hell. It's different. Carbon
Thank you.
cube.
Thank you. I'm extremely shy. This is so me out of my comfort zone. Usually I'm in the back just watching. So
Hey,
forgive
I've been
me.
doing this for a little over a year now, and I still hate it. You know what I'm saying? It takes a minute.
Yeah, it took a minute, but
Shoot, you ain't got to be shy over here, man.
Yeah, we chilling. We chilling. You should jump up more often. You can jump up anytime. Like seriously.
sometimes I just like listening to you guys go back and forth about certain things. I like the perspectives, the different, ways of looking at it. You're so different, all of you, like your thought patterns, how you think about things, and you kind of learn a lot of things that way. For me, that's how I learn. But I'm trying to come out my shell. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Well,
It's kind of wild.
Carbon Cutie is fitting.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
I said Carbon Cutie is fitting.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
It's kind of wild because on with this YouTube shit, like you meet so many people that are from so many different places. So the mindsets, I live in Maryland where gun laws are a motherfucker, but then Backwoods and Hutch, they live in places where you throw a gun on your side, it's like throwing your keys in your pocket. So it's to have them two type of people talking about shit going down, you're gonna have a whole different perspective of how you're gonna deal with things. You know what I'm saying? So it's really cool, man. Like this YouTube shit, there is problems, but YouTube is a hell of a platform, man.
It is. It's definitely it's a virtual street. Like I have more problems on YouTube than I do in the streets, which is crazy.
Yeah. Oh Lord.
It's kind of crazy, but you move on.
Well, I think that one of the important things that like Tribe and Hutch and Just Josh and Prepping Outside the Box and Native, and myself, I think one of the things that we like to show is the unity. You know what I'm saying? Is you got to be united. The more united people there are, the better off we're going to be. The worse we're going to be. I mean, it's just kind of a fact of life, and that's one of the things that, we cut on each other. I know if you've been listening to us for a little bit, we cut on each other. We cut on each other and chat. I mean, but it's all in fun and love, because
we get in arguments and everything, don't we, Backwoods?
Oh man, me and Tribe, man, you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about, and shit. But I still love this dude, man. I mean, hell, it's weird.
No doubt.
We ain't gonna, come on, we got to get over this sensitive stuff. That's why I like to talk about preparing your mind, man. Preparing your mind and that kind of thing, is getting that mindset, of it's going to be rough.
Right.
If what we're prepping for really comes, it's going to be rough, man.
It is. Neighbor against neighbor at some point it's probably going to be like that. Like nobody's thinking about prepping. Nobody I don't even think they know what's going on where I'm from. So at the end of the day, I know when it does happen, it's going to be what it is, but I'm ready for it. I think every day I get up, it sounds crazy, but I get it with the understanding I might die today, but I'm okay with it. I'm going to go out with a fight at the end of the day. Should anything happen. And that's it. My son's in the military, so, I'm pretty sure he'll be okay where he's at. And that will be just my goal, to get to where he's at, or close to where he's at, and that's it. Other than that, everything else is going to get laid down if it's in my path. If that's how it is. And that's crazy.
Yeah.
I can't even believe I'm saying that out loud to people, but yeah, that is my mindset. I hope a lot more people start paying attention and doing that, and
just having a plan.
Yeah, have a plan, and it's not going to be pretty. As much as we plan to survive and we're going to be okay, we're going to have to do a lot of things that's not going to be nice. That's not going to be. You might have issues dealing with yourself afterwards, but you might have to do that.
Yeah.
And be ready for it. And it's got ugly. Yeah. I don't think we talk about the ugly side of it much. I guess it's a hard topic to talk about.
We used to we prepping outside the box used to do War Game Wednesdays, and we used to get like deep into shit hit the fan, real bad shit, and there's still up. It's live streams and it's called War Game Wednesdays. If you go and watch any of them,
Okay.
and man, we go like real deep. Like
A lot of
there was people.
killed and got murdered in those scenarios.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then after that, when he quit doing them for a little while, we Ghost Prepper and myself started doing kind of the same thing. What would Ghost do? And then it was turned into what would we do? And people would send us in scenarios, and we'd talk about it, and we even brought people up on the panels, and we talked about these different scenarios and went over stuff, what we would do. And, Ghost would say something. I'd be like, damn, I didn't even think about that. Damn, that's going to change my whole way of thinking now, or I'd say something and Ghost would do the same, and people in the chat would say something, you know what I'm saying? And
it would be shit like this. It would be shit like this, Carbon. The scenario would be, what would you do if an 11-year-old was walking up on you with a 9mm pointed at you? And then you go into what you would do. Somebody throws I call it caviar, but they call them caveats or whatever, and you just start throwing little extra shit in there. Okay, well, what if this happens? What if that 11-year-old had two 14-year-olds coming up behind and you didn't see them? Then what do you do? And it's like, it's fucked up. What do you do? Yeah. What do you do when a mom comes to you with a baby and then you say, okay, we'll take the mom and the baby in because they need help, but then it was all set up. There's 15 dudes that use this woman and this child just to get into your shit. And we went real deep. It would be fucked up. It would be some fucked up shit. Excuse my language. But.
No, federal. I gotta go back and watch those. I think the way my brain thinks is once it's out there and it's put out there, I can process it. If it happens for the moment, that's where all hell breaks loose. So I like those types of things because it makes you think. It makes you prepare for something that you probably didn't even think about, like you just said. So I'm gonna go back and watch those.
Yeah, no doubt. He needs to do some more. Yeah, that's why I'm talking about it. So in POTB, you need to do some more, man. We need to get back into it. War 1 day a week, bruh. 1 day a week.
Man, he ain't trying to give us no information, man. He's keeping all that shit to himself. He started he like Hutch, man. He started getting a little bit popular, man. And then he started backing off and shit. It's like, what the fuck, man? Man, I only want like 10 people in my chat. And it was like, well, it's 40 people in here that love you. I don't care, fuck them.
I think that's a great teaching tool.
It is. It made me think about a lot of shit. I tell you what, watching those shows and being a part of those shows, like me and Just Josh were like his last show that he did with that War Games Wednesday. We went like 3 hours. Wow. I learned a lot. Things you just never think of. Like, holy shit, man, that could actually happen. Like because in a shit hit the fan scenario, man, you can't trust anybody that you ain't super tight with.
Yeah.
No.
And then you might not be able to trust them. That's another thing we did. We pin each other against each other and shit. Well, what if Hutch really turned, crazy and shit and decided to take everybody out? Because we all think Hutch is going to end up doing that in the long run. So it's like
Hutch has the brownies. He can't leave.
Right.
But that's funny. Like, what if you have a group that you're training with and you guys are bugging out together? You have your little team together, and then somebody does something and you have to kick them out. Like, they already know the whole setup. They know where everything is, what you have. Like, what do you do with that person? Do you just
they're gonna die,
or do you lay them out?
They're gonna die. I'm just saying, man.
That's kind of what was thrown at me yesterday, right? Backwoods with what Hoodell said. She was like, well, Susanna, what would you do if you came home the day before all this goes down, and you find your man in bed with another woman, I said they're gone because I didn't say it in these words, but they're a liability to me if that happens. Even my own husband, he's a lie. He's then a lie. Can't trust him anymore.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm getting at is, I mean, how if it's really without rule of law, you know, I mean, how can you let someone like that go?
Mhm.
If they flip a lid and start acting stupid and want to cause a bunch of chaos and break up the group, possibly, you know, that's your livelihood. I mean, I mean, just being real talk, you know, how can you let that person go? They know everything about you.
Mhm.
They just go to the next group down the road, man, and they be like, hey, man, I know how to take all these people over and shit, you know.
It's
I know
crazy.
all their weaknesses and strengths. I mean, I'm just being real about it. I don't know.
So when you do have a group like that, is there somebody who's the leader, or is it just the whole group decides on whatever's going to be done?
Both.
Mhm.
You got to have both. Yeah, Hutch, I mean, you had a good deal. Hutch had this deal going on. I was on there, and like, shoot, man, there was several people on there. He was having a community think tank deal, and you know, like building a community, and we were going through all the different steps. Hutch can tell you about that, about having leadership. I think he did a good job.
Okay. Oh, I don't think we can hear.
It's raining too hard
You
there.
got massive rain.
I can talk, but it's like coming in and out.
Oh,
So,
okay.
like, is that good? Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, basically, it was set up kind of like a MC, to where it's a hierarchy that's voted in on a regular basis in a community kind of situation. That way, everybody's got a voice, and it's not just one person deciding to be a Kim Jong Un and shit. You know?
Great. Okay.
I mean, realistically though, like the groups that I've met over the years, they all seem to have that one thing though. Like in real life, you're more than likely going to run into somebody. No, I make the rules. I decide. This is my property. This is my shit. You know what I mean? And that's stay away from that kind of shit. You know? You'll have some groups that are like, we want 100% of your preps over here. We want to know what you got. You're like, no. Anybody who asks you for 100% of anything, nope, fuck you. I ain't got nothing for you. You know what I mean?
Well,
It's like
really?
even with the people that you're going to feed, you never tell anybody 100% of anything you've got. And if anybody ever asks you, they're setting you up for failure.
Okay.
Yeah, don't.
No doubt.
Yeah, I would say even more so. Don't like if you find a group and they're like, yeah, you know, if we'll put, you know, a certain amount of prep, you got to have at least 4 months worth of supply, you know, and we're going to put it all over here. Nope, I ain't putting shit nowhere. The shit stays with me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's, you know, I know a bunch of guys and we're all like that, you know, and it's like our shit stays where we're at. We know where to go and we'll set up when we get there. You know what I'm saying? We'll do all the stuff that we need to do. We train together, you know, we go and hang out and grill a hot dog and talk, you know, and stuff like that about different things going on, what we'll do here, what we'll do when this happens. But nobody's asking. If they're asking you for preps, you know, there's nothing wrong with someone, you know, because you don't want to bring someone into the group that has no preps. It's just talking shit. So you have to have that little bit of level of saying, yeah, I've got, you know, here's some stuff I have. But if they're asking for it to be at a certain location,
Okay.
tell them nope.
Nope.
I ain't moving my shit nowhere.
But I tell you this, Carbon, is like, you know, we all have our communities, we all have our friends, the people that we hang out with the most and all that, but like these are the kind of things that more and more people should be discussing on a live stream. It's so informational. So like if you ever got a live stream going on, you got a couple people with you. Don't feel like you can't do these things because you'll be biting off of us or doing something that we like. Just break it. Hutch broke down building a community down to the bare bones, like how you're gonna have a hospital, how are you gonna take care of kids, and what are people gonna do? How are you going to have eating stations? How are you going to map out the land to have a field? And it's such good information when you got 4 or 5 people talking about it, because it's the different ideas floating around. You know what I mean? And this is what it could come down to if we lose rules of law and shit hits the fan. You're not gonna make it all alone. I mean, there might be 1 or 2 motherfuckers that's bad enough, Bear Grylls or some shit, but you're gonna have to kind of build some kind of community somewhere, somehow. So it's good to talk about it. It's good to get that shit out there, man.
Yes, that was my next question, because if you're bugging out and you meet a group of people and you guys are getting together, you're saying don't let them know all the stuff that you have. But if you're building a community, because then you're gonna have security, you're gonna have the people with the children, you're gonna set up your med tent, you're gonna set up even an area where if other people come in, it's kind of like a quarantine area before they even get to the major area where you guys have all your stuff, like that waiting period just to see if they're going to stay or they're just passing through. Like, how do you even begin to get that together? How do you even figure out
some of, like we've talked about this a lot, like I call mine the gun line pretty much. And it's a lot of people have it where, like, how far from the fence before you actually confront somebody, you know, how close do you let them get to you? You talking about like that kind of thing?
Right, exactly.
Like agreement. Well, like mine, I say everybody says like 20 foot, you know, seems to be a reasonable distance. That way, if they're infected with something, you know, you can still be able to hear them and do all this other stuff. But just from, I put mine at like 50 foot. That way, you know, just psychological. Like if you have to shoot somebody at 20 foot versus at 50 foot, you know, you can actually see into their eyes at 20 foot. At 50 foot, it's, you know what I mean? It's not as emotional. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. So like I put mine at 50 foot, and then there's like you do your conversating, and then definitely like a quarantine zone. And then I think some people just say a couple days, but I'm like 2 weeks, you know, at minimum. But then it's, you know what I mean?
Because then you can fully observe the person at least 2 weeks. Now, when you set up your security line, right? Like, how far out from your base does your security line go? Or, you know, the first person, whoever you would have, that's way out there with your sniper rifle, whatever, the one that's going to pick them off. Like, how far out from their base is that person supposed to be?
Well, see, that's why it would. You figure each one would be situational. To say, like, if we have a community and we've got distances to where we can see people, then, you know, obviously the line would be like a mile or 2 miles, you know, et cetera. But like, say it's just one small homestead or one small house on the edge of town or something like that. You know, you'd be like, okay, you're 3 houses away. That's far enough. You know what I'm saying? I can, you know what I mean? It would all be situational to fit your own comfort zone, you know?
Yes, I'm just looking, like, from where I'm at is just blocks, right? So it's homes on blocks. I don't think any of my neighbors are prepared for anything. So, like, we couldn't even secure our block where the houses are. We would definitely it'll just be like, just come in here and just do whatever at this point.
See, in the city, in the city, you figure it would be building by building. It's pretty much the best way to go. Unless it's, I mean, if you go building by building and you give it a little amount of time to see which buildings are going to fall, the ones that stay solid will eventually group together and form that area lockdown, you know what I'm saying? But you're gonna have to go through a lot of shit before you can get everybody to be like, okay, we're established. You know what I mean? Right.
It's gonna be a lot of
and if there's a way to start now, like in your community, I know it's hard, but so, you know, If you can start talking to your neighbors and saying, hey, look, there's a lot of stuff going, get into a conversation. You see them outside, just stop and be like, hey, how you doing, man? I live right down the street. I'm 2 houses down from you. We never spoke before. But then with all the shit that's going on, usually when you start talking to somebody right now, the conversation comes up that the world's fucking up and everything's going bad, man. You know what I'm saying? So you can start talking to them and be like, hey, you ever thought about, maybe staying in contact with each other, and then boom, it grows from there. Man, maybe we should have something set up where we could put a barrier up if shit gets really bad. Boom, bam, bip. Next thing you know, you're building something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Another thing too is if you live in an urban area, if you can find some kind of garden space for a public area, you'll attract the people that you want to be around anyway. I mean, if you've got the opportunity to do something like that. And
Yeah, all that helps is being a part of community, and you're gonna kind of know who your crazy neighbors are. If you've been living in a place long enough, you're gonna know. But everyone is feeling everyone is feeling the effects of the shortages, the higher gas prices. Everyone's feeling that, so it's not strange or unusual to start to talk about that and be like, well, hey, they're saying gas prices are going to go up a month from now. Why not? Would it be more profitable to get a couple of 5-gallon gas cans and keep them on storage? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, just kind of little things like that. Food's constantly going up. Wouldn't it be cool to go ahead and buy some food now and have that extra, in case something goes down? Because they're even talking about another kook lockdown. The you know what I'm saying? The COVID shit. You know what I'm saying? They're talking about another lockdown and shit.
Wow.
And we were talking about that earlier. What if that shit is real this time? You know what I'm saying? I mean, what if it's really real? I know it's real.
Kind of put that up there for Hutch. That's his expertise here lately. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, did you read it all, man? I'm sorry, I took it down. I read it all, and then you can see it.
I can
though,
see
right?
it on the thing. I don't
All
quite understand what he's asking. I mean, I kind of do, but I kind of don't. But that'll be back. I'll bring that back in about 3 months, 2-3 months. I'll be back with the second round, starting all. I'm gonna fine tune everything we got so far. Then we're gonna start all over again from what we got. 2 months, 3 months.
Cut out.
We'll be back.
Cutting out, Hutch. You cutting out big time, brother. Storm getting bad.
Oh, dude, we got a big old bowed out, big old red, just a big old red line, man, up and down our state, bowed out, coming at us.
Wow.
Did you see where somebody dropped that there's in Arkansas there's a tornado warning?
Yeah.
They ain't near you, is it?
No, not yet. It's way. I think everything, all the bad shit is going to just stay just south of us. We're going to get some thunderstorms. It's been thundering and lightning since I've been on here. So I mean, yeah, it ain't no big deal, man. I'm used to it. We got a tornado shelter right around the corner, man. It's a big ass shelter too. It's all underground and shit. It's pretty cool.
I do want to ask you something, Carbon. You don't have to answer because sometimes people don't want to dive into certain things, and I get it 100%. But do you have a mag? Have you been working on building a mag? You know what I mean?
That was my thing that I'm working on now. I'm just trying to figure out. The people here, like where I'm at, they're either older or like even if I ask a simple question like, are you guys prepping, starting a community garden, just things that we could be self-sufficient if it did happen. We have an area where we can have, food growing, but it doesn't register. So sometimes when I'm in Walmart, if I go to the canning section, like I will just throw it out there. Like, are you guys prepping? And they're like, what? Like, what's that? They're like, they don't know.
But at least you're trying.
You're right. Yeah, I'm trying. So at the end of the day, I'm linking up with some other people, but we're all out of state, so we're trying to figure out something at that point. It's just gonna be me getting from point A to point B, which is fine. But
When
in case I can't get out, I still want to know like there's people around. I think PTLB just mentioned comms. Like when you mentioned do you guys have two-way radios or a boat thing or anything like that? They're like, what? What is that? And sometimes I get annoyed being the one that looks crazy. Like, what are you talking about? What is all of this? I don't know. And then, no disrespect to anybody that's religious. When people say just pray about it, I understand that, but you still have to do something. It's just not praying about something. You still have to do or have a plan of action. So, just to make it through, so you can pray if that's what you're gonna do. It just makes
Facts.
me very annoyed, and and I just like gonna lone wolf it until I can get to where I gotta go. But at the end of the day, I'm trying. I just don't think people. The more we talk about it, hopefully people are coming on. People are getting it, and they're understanding what prepping is about. It's not being crazy or conspiracy theorists. You're giving yourself the opportunity to survive whatever. It's not even a nuclear war. Just everyday stuff like a really bad storm, whether it's rain, snow, whatever. Simple stuff. You just never know. So at the end of the day, I hope it's coming across to people and that they're getting it, and that we get more prepared for what's going to happen. Because something is going to happen. We just don't know what it is or when it's going to happen.
Right,
Well,
no doubt.
well, I've always said that the more people we can get prepared, the less we're going to have to deal with it. At least for a certain amount of time. You know what I mean? And buys us some time if things collapse and happen bad. So, that's the biggest thing is maybe when you go out, and just start talking to people instead of asking about prepping or anything like that. Maybe just talk to them about, if y'all got some extra food storage, if y'all kind of been noticing the shortages on the shelves and stuff, and then they're like, well, yeah, we have, I couldn't get my favorite peanut butter the other day or something. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
they'll be thinking about that, and you might start a conversation that way, of
Well,
not really
well,
even mentioning prepping.
I
well,
found it easier. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say we're all kind of doing something just by what we're doing right here. Now I know we got to be very careful with the internet and meeting people on the internet, and you got to get to know people. But if you take the time and really, you know, if just say us five on the panel, we stay, talking, conversating, chat, getting up on panels. You get to know the person, and you're like, okay, it's just like if I met them in real life, they're pretty decent people, and boom, now you got somebody who's a friend who
Right.
may be in Maryland, maybe in Arkansas, maybe in Missouri, but you never know when you might end up having to go to say a nuke dropped on Pennsylvania right now, and you got a dip.
Right. You have a resource. And
Yeah, I mean, use YouTube as a way. I mean, you got to be careful, but use YouTube, and we are using it as a way to build kind of like an online mag, if you will. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's people here, but online, I've noticed that the communities are coming together a lot more. My 2A community that I'm in, they're getting more involved into prepping. The green community, they're getting into prepping and firearms. So it's kind of like everybody's meshing together. And I told them, when I talked to them, I said, listen, go out here. There's other people. You got to listen to what they're saying. It's all about survival. They're surviving in one aspect. You have skills that you can bring, which is the gardening or whatever. You could teach them something. They could teach you something. We just got to be more tight and support this whole movement of being prepared, self-sufficient, be an asset, not a liability type of vibe. Like you said, we are the resistance. That might rub some people the wrong way, but at the end of the day, it is true.
It's true.
It is true.
Yeah,
I
no
want to wait
doubt.
for the government to do anything for me because I don't think you are at all. So
No, They don't give a shit about us. They don't give a shit about. I'm big on that, and I go a little hot headed sometimes talking about the government, but man, they are crooked as shit. They don't. It's going to be up to us to save us. They're not going to do it.
There is no middle class anymore. It's just rich and poor at this point. The way that things are going.
Yeah,
So
no doubt.
I don't think you should wait for them to do anything for you. Train, get medical training, stop the bleed, first aid, just basic stuff. Train with your firearms. I got to get out into the woods and learn how to trap and do all of that stuff. My biggest thing is shooting an animal. That's probably the hardest thing for me. And I'll be honest, I don't have a problem shooting a human. I just have a problem shooting an animal.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's more difficult for me.
I'm the same way. I'm the same way. But and it's weird because, you know, I've been watching prepping channels for years, and then I started, you know, my channel and then you learn even more. But throughout all this time, I've been prepping 20 years, and then I watch your live stream, that first live stream I watched, and there were preps that I had no idea about, and they were women preps.
Right.
And I'm serious. As I was watching your live stream, we were ordering shit. I was like, babe, you need this. And she knew what it was, but she never thought about getting it. And I'm like, look, if shit hits the fan, then you can't go get tampons. You can't go get these are the things that can save your ass. And she was like, yeah, order that shit up. And we jumped right up in there and ordered the shit up. And it's like through all the 20 years, all the probably thousands of videos I've watched, and still I'm learning. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's how I just got into it maybe 2-3 years ago. But I try to watch everybody because I think everybody's gonna have something for me to learn from, even if it's just the way I think about something else, just seeing it from a different point of view and understanding like, oh, okay, I get it. I get why, you know, they may think like that, and what can we do to change that, or, you know, maybe the way they're thinking is better than how I'm seeing it because I'm only seeing it from one point of view. When you see the bigger picture, you kind of get a better understanding of what's going on. So, hi. Hey, Ghetto. How are you?
What's up, Miss Barbecue?
I'm
What
good.
up, Ghetto?
What's up, Ghetto?
Miss Susanna, hello, fellas.
What's up? What's up? You know,
Love
it's
y'all's
just like
conversation.
just real quick. Like I was watching, I'm interested in marijuana, man. I'm a marijuana buff since I was younger. I mean, my whole family smoked it. It's just always been there. But I was watching Hutch. He was pruning, or I guess it's pruning. He was trimming his plants, and I took the methods that he was using on his marijuana plant. I took that and did it with my tomato plants. Exactly how he did it with his marijuana plant, and my tomato plants just boomed. I mean, it was a complete difference than all the other years that I had ever messed with them, and it helped them out so much. It's just little things that you don't think you could learn if you just watch and apply it to something else. You can learn so much on this shit if you just pay attention and give somebody a chance. They may not sound smart to you at first, and I'm not talking about Hutch. I'm talking about myself. I may sound like an idiot sometimes by the way I talk and shit. But if you listen, sometimes I might say something smart every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? Well, I wasn't talking about Hutch, man. I was talking about my damn self.
Well, there were quite a few people
Thanks for not
the other day
It's like,
talking
I'm just
about.
going to point you out at the end of this conversation, but I'm not talking about you.
Oh my God. They wanted to
You're like
know
one
about
of the smartest
oh my
dudes I
God.
know, man.
They wanted to know about onions in here the other day, and I just wanted to throw out there that Green Thumb Prepper put up another video about his onion growing in case anyone wants to go check that out. Oh my God.
TT1. Oh,
me too.
Lord.
Me too, Tennessee Tackle, bro. That's what I'm talking about.
Did Nisi catch you backwards? Did Nisi catch you? Was you snorting, man? Was you laughing so hard you snorted?
I'll neither confirm nor deny that accusation.
No doubt, no doubt.
Just saying.
Nisi wanted to point this out. So I'll throw it up on the screen just for anybody.
I don't need your charity chat, Niecy.
Oh shit! Oh
Man,
shit!
it sounds like a maybe we should start that call-in donations and shit marathon for Hutch, you know,
Right?
I swear.
special needs and shit.
I agree, Nisi. He is smart. I've seen
Literally
him
30
trim bush on live before.
Literally 30 seconds after this live started, boom, nothing but attacks. I'm like, what the hell? Why am I getting abused? I'm just trying to love y'all. You know what I mean? What the fuck?
But Hutch only grows intelligent when he starts smoking. If he's not smoking any weed, you can hang it up. I don't listen to nothing he says. I have to know that he's smoking weed before I'll listen to him.
That is funny.
We've seen Hutch's videos and we've heard him talk. We know we got to come out with the attack right off the bat, man, or else.
I
Yeah.
mean, see, it doesn't matter what I say. It still comes out sounding kind of crazy, but it's true. He knows how to cut bush. He does.
Who does?
He can tell you how to cut it and do it great.
He did a pretty good job on me, I'll say.
Hey, did y'all hear the Chiefs did
Wait. What you talking about, Backwoods? Hutch wasn't cutting your bush. Wait a minute, I'm jealous.
Man, he
man.
put
I'm jealous.
letters. He put
Do you
letters.
say you jealous?
What is going on here?
Ghetto like, man, why the fuck I get on this damn panel?
Hey, Barbecue, you want to come to the ghetto with me? We don't play like that over there. Come on, bro. Come on, Susanna, you can come too. Let these boys play alone.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Hutch is a bushwhacker.
Y'all, hey, Hutch. Them motherfuckers ain't ready yet, are they?
Hell no.
I'm coming after all of y'all.
Oh,
Are you,
man.
are you going to get ghetto still?
I got to think about that one because if I come after Ghetto, then it's going to be rated like 13X. You know what I mean? It's going to be vulgar and nasty, and it
It's
will
gonna
kill
have
my,
to be. It's gonna have to be.
So I got to pace myself with that one.
Hey man, we got you on live TV talking about you rather have a dude touching your junk than a chick. And even Backwoods and Prepper Tribes like, oh hell no, I gotta have a female nurse. We all have that on live and we remember it.
You think I got
I'm
back
saying.
peer pressure? It's 2022. I can let whoever I want to touch my balls and whoever's going to touch my balls. Y'all ain't going to peer pressure me into feeling guilty about nothing. Shit, I do me, motherfucker. I'm Hutch, bitch.
Apparently you want more than you to do you. Shit, you looking at Backwoods over there like he's some white chocolate and shit.
I'm done. Y'all are crazy.
Oh Lord, man, I'm clipping the shit out of this. Oh, that's another warning, Carbon Q. Anytime you get on a tribe live, you're like in danger of being clipped, so be careful. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, Tribe made some fucking cool ass videos, clips of everybody.
I did. I seen that. It was really good. Very funny.
Why does it always go this route? when it gets past what midnight, it always goes this route.
Yeah, y'all went and made it weird, man. Why are you pointing at me? I apologize, Carbon, for these
Not at all. Not at all.
classless gentlemen on here.
She probably the biggest freak on here. Shoot. She over there playing all innocent.
I was not the one who brought up the word moist earlier. Someone else did.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Man,
Oh shit!
What's wrong with you people, man? I ain't even, man.
What?
I ain't even trying to be dirty, man. Y'all just
Hey, you kind of need this shit in this day and age, man. All this shit that's going on, man. You got to be able to laugh and giggle and say some stupid shit just to get your mind off of it. Because I'm sure all of us will get up off of here. When you're a prepper and you're in that mindset, man, it stays with you all the fucking time. Everything sinks in so much. It's like, Jesus.
24/7.
Yes, indeed, man. I seen your stash, Ghetto, all your August and Farms and shit. I was like, oh, shit. Made me want to get a couple
Man.
more, too, man. You
I've
had
been
some good
stacking.
shit.
I've been stacking for a minute, man. Hell yeah.
That's what's
Been
up.
stacking and we got our seeds going in too. We just planted our seeds from the Augustin seed banks that they got. If you got those around you, man, grab them. They grow real good and fast too. Yeah, they're good stuff.
Yeah,
We planted them last year.
Nisi's got some spot, man. She orders seeds from, man. They do real good. What's
right.
that? What's that place you're ordering them seeds from? Huh?
True Leaf Market.
True Leaf Market, and she orders them up, man.
Okay.
I think I posted a picture or something on Instagram or something, but we already planted 3 big ass things: cucumbers, tomatoes, a bunch of herbs and shit. I'm not going
So
too
just the
stupid this
seeds?
year. Yeah,
You just did the seeds so far?
I'm doing
So-
all seeds.
So Nikki was telling my wife last night, she said, before you replant them into where they're going to go for good, she said, get you a book of matches and just drop one match in the hole before you put the plant in there. The
Really?
sulfur, it's a perfect amount of sulfur, and it makes your yield a whole lot bigger. Leak just enough sulfur into it.
I'm going with the backwoods trick this year for my tomato plants, man. He said take an egg, crack it, don't open it, don't pour it out, but just crack it and plant it. Put some dirt over top of it, and then put your plant on top of that. And it's supposed to.
It works.
I'm gonna go with that with my tomato plants. I'm gonna look into that match shit though, man.
Yeah, it's the sulfur pretty much, but the raccoons don't mess with your plants backwoods. So we're already protecting it from raccoons around here. Oh, an egg will probably just attract them.
No, man, we can legally discharge a firearm within the city limits without, as long as it's in a safe manner. So take that for what it's worth.
He just found a way to throw it in there. Like, anybody talking about we can smoke raccoons here too, man? You ain't special. I'm talking about, ain't you worried about raccoons? Like, they don't come up and mess with your plants?
We have
bounties on ours.
Everything, man.
We got bounties on raccoons and coyotes.
I killed a possum a couple of days ago, man, with my pellet gun. Shot him in his head, man. Stupid motherfucker. He kept trying to go over there by my chickens, man, and I kicked him away the first time. I punted his ass like a football. It's like, get the fuck out of here.
Do possums attack chickens?
Yeah, they'll kill your chickens.
Oh, yeah.
Man,
I don't know.
It's weird too. Like the biggest possum can fit through the smallest fucking hole. Like you'll never imagine it possible. You know what I mean?
If it can get his head through it, it can get anything. Yeah. It can get his whole body. Even if his body's fat, if it can get his head through it, man. No, what they'll do, because the chickens are curious, man. And so that possum comes up and them chickens come up, be holding their head all sideways and shit, looking all funny. And about that time, man, they'll stick their head up there, and that possum will reach through and grab it by the head, because they got them little finger things, man, and they'll pull it through and get his head stuck in there, man. And, because the chicken be freaking out, eat his head off, man. I'm telling you, dude. Wow. Skunks will do that.
And then what's worse is the other chickens will come around and be like, "Hey, what's going on? What happened to Fred?" Then they'll get snatched up. Like you'll wake up and like 6 chickens got their heads stuck in the fucking fence. They're fucking stupid.
Yeah, chickens dumb as fuck, man. But you got to protect against that shit. That's why I put that video out of how I put the barn tin on the bottom of my chicken pen, and pulled it up
Shameless
there.
plug. Shameless plug.
Shameless plug.
Hey, Nix, you drop a link. I'm talking about my channel right now.
But no, I mean, but in all seriousness, man, every little thing, and I'll tell you, really, we did that when when I was growing up, man. My great grandma, my grandmas, and my uncles, and everybody owned chickens and all that shit. And I mean, you got to do things to protect them, man. You go out there and you.
For sure, yeah.
I just want to throw this. I've been trying to throw it in for like a couple minutes. Just real quick, something that saved my plants last year that I had never done before. And I'm telling you, my plants didn't have no bugs, didn't have no critters coming up. I planted basil around all my cucumbers, all my tomatoes, and just grew them right beside them. And the smell of that basil kept everything away, man. I didn't have no problems whatsoever.
You get a
Yeah,
gang
but-
of mosquitoes, Trav? You get
Nah.
a bunch of mosquitoes?
No, I don't, man. I don't know why. I'm right by the bay. I mean, the bay is right there,
Yeah.
but I just don't get
I
it,
was
man.
gonna say peppermint works good for that too. But we
Yeah.
get aphids, man. It's like the whole Pacific Northwest just covered in aphids every year. It's getting worse too. It's
Damn.
crazy. Yeah.
Take it easy, Sophia, my 8th favorite person
Hi,
on YouTube.
Bye, Sophia. Yep, companion planting is good.
We just planted a shit ton of mint yesterday to try to see if it's gonna, because it says it scares house flies away. But like, no matter what we do, flies are fucking ridiculous around here. So we're gonna try that and see if it works.
Do the basil, man. Do the basil. And what's crazy about basil is I even brought mine in and had it in the house. I love the smell of that shit. Like, I love it. But you know, you won't smell the basil. And if you just tap the plant or shake it a little bit, it starts putting off the basil smell like crazy. It's almost like a scratch and sniff sticker. Like if you touch the basil plant, it starts like, I guess it's its defense or something, because it just
it might
all
be
of a
its
sudden-
pheromones or whatever.
It's wild, man. It's wild. I'm like, holy shit. So every time I walk by, I'd hit it, man, just to get that smell, because I like the smell of it. But it's pretty crazy.
Mar-
Two little
Mar-
drive-bys on the basil.
yeah.
Come on, man. I want to smell you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey,
marigolds work really well for the same thing. They keep keep the bugs away, and they're pretty too, because they got the little red and yellow and, all the pretty flowers on them. So, when you got them big, beautiful plants growing, man, your tomatoes and jalapenos and all this, and then you got them little pretty flowers in between, man, you talking about a garden that is freaking beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
But you got to be selective too, because if you're trying to bring in certain critters, butterflies, lightning bugs, all that good shit, some of those plants will scare those away too. So
Some will.
Yeah, because you want ladybugs. Ladybugs are like real good for your plants.
I had marigolds planted in amongst everything, and I had all kinds of ladybugs last year.
no,
Yeah.
I'm not marigold. I like anything, any pest repellent kind of plant. You know what I mean?
They were selling ladybugs in a little container, a bunch of little containers, and it had like 20 ladybugs in it, and you could buy them. And they said, like, I think you're supposed to wait till it's nighttime and then dump them on the plant, and they won't go nowhere or something. Do you grow a garden, Carbon?
Nope, not here. Can't grow in here. But I was looking at hydroponics to grow it inside the house.
Ghost.
Yeah. Green Thumb Prepper. Look up Green Thumb Prepper. His channel. He's been around us all since the beginning. He's a real good dude, but he actually he'll grow tomato plants inside.
Yeah.
He grows all kinds of stuff, and he's very detailed and explains shit so good. He's like a botanist, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's really up on his game.
Don't Ghost Prepper have something about the with the fish and stuff? Having some fish and
Yeah.
I don't know the difference between aquaponics and hydroponics.
right.
But
Right.
I know Ghost does that shit.
Well, I know Just Josh had bought a thing off
the
Amazon or something that was like hydroponics, and it grew like 6 plants in it or something like that.
Looking at.
I'm trying to
And they
think.
have grow bags.
Go ahead.
They have the grow bags. You can grow like the potatoes and stuff, carrots, potatoes and stuff inside a bag inside your house.
Yeah.
That's how we doing it. That's how we doing it with the grow bags. We did that last year too. We got some potatoes, but we're gonna have to probably do most of our garden in like containers and bags and stuff, because the weather out here was just crazy last year. It fried everything. What part of USA are you?
I'm in PA.
Oh, okay.
I know somebody did like an
the
apartment
late
gardening
Green
kind of
Thumb.
thing where they use like towers and stuff, but I cannot remember who the hell it was.
Oh, like the vertical gardens? Yeah, I like
Yes.
those.
like fire
Like
escape
the-
gardens, you know, just
Mhm.
stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Well, there's probably a lot of channels out there that could show you how to grow shit. Even Pilgrim Radio was growing shit on his balcony because he was
Yeah,
in
the
a
totes.
he had some good turnout too, man. He had some big ass what was a squash he was growing? He had that all them potatoes that came out of that container and shit. Like
He had peppers and shit out there. Peppers,
Yeah,
tomatoes,
yeah.
yeah.
there's always a way. I know Nisi's mom, she's 100% Vietnamese. And she in her kitchen, she'll have all kinds of food growing. She take, she'll eat, let's say I don't know all the shit she used. Jesus, she had so many different kinds of plants, and it was either for medicine or to cook with or garnish. Like it was fucking awesome. But she'd grow that shit all around in her kitchen in the windowsills so they get the light and all that. You can do some shit. Micro garden.
Micro garden. I was looking at that too. I watched Lead Farmer 73, and
Yeah.
he has a lot of stuff that's going on. He's just amazing.
Yeah.
I don't
He's got a great channel.
Yeah, he's really.
I don't know what a bunch of that shit is called. I really don't. I just know how to do it. You know, growing all that different stuff. And I mean, you can take like cabbage and lettuce, and you can take all these different onions and stuff and put them in a bowl. You know, cut them right there and put them in a bowl with water in them, and they'll start growing roots, and you can just plant that shit right back in the garden.
Mhm.
You know, I know. I mean, my whole family's done that shit growing up, you know, and it's like it ain't nothing to it.
Mhm.
I'm looking into a project right now. I'm trying to make a living wall out of like green onions and you know the seed, you know what I'm saying, the little garnish kind of shits.
Mhm.
Cilantro and shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to do it to where it literally takes up an entire wall in the kitchen. That way,
That'd be nice. Yes, Stuart. Mhm.
Rip Curl Readiness. Just another channel. I know I keep shouting channels out to you. You ain't gonna have enough time to see them all. But Rip Curl grew a ton of stuff at his house, and he had limited space to work with. It wasn't like he had a whole farm or anything. He was using his yard and shit. But I mean, he grew a ton of stuff. Even Native and Devout. I mean, Native, he grows a lot of shit too.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of good people in this community that we all hang out with. That they're just awesome freaking people. I mean, seriously, they're so much information that's been passed around here. It's just incredible. You know,
Incredible. I love it though. It makes me feel normal. It's like it's not just me; it's other people.
Right.
It could be a
No
little,
doubt.
especially if you're the only one in the family that preps. Nobody else, nobody else in my family preps. It's just,
see, nobody else it's kind of weird because like my mom and dad grew up, you know, we were poor, and so like they made a trip to the grocery store like once a month, and then they raised chickens and grew gardens, and that's what they had for dinner, you know. And it was one of them deals where we grew up like that kind of, but when you start talking about prepping, even when I talk to my mom about prepping, she's like, "Oh well, son, we've always done that," and I'm like, "I know, but I'm saying I think it needs to get a little more," and and she goes, "Well, son, they've been saying that since I was a kid. You know, we always need to get more and store more and do this." She said, "I've been watching this stuff go on for she's 70 something years old now, and so she don't." You know what I'm saying? She's lived a life of going through all this shit that we're going through.
Yeah.
So that's why I become kind of more mellow about it. Like, I'll grow my shit. I pay attention. I like to talk about it. But, man, on a day-to-day, like today, hell, I was talking to Prepper Steading and going out and doing my job and just just like it was nothing. I mean, every day I wasn't looking at the sky going, damn, or what the hell, I mean, I don't know. It's just my everyday life. I guess I just don't give a shit. You know, if it comes, it comes. If it don't, it don't. You know, it's like kind of like everybody keeps saying, shut up already and let's get with it. You know, if we're going to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a lot of people out here too that they wouldn't even consider themselves preppers, and they're a million times better prepper than I'll ever be, just because
Right.
their lifestyle has been prepping has just been their lifestyle. Like it's not prepping, it's how they live life. Like Broussard Homestead, shit, man. There's so many of them out there that just. I mean, have you ever seen a Homestead Heart?
Yes.
She's got a great. She does all the canning, does the
That's what I'm
pickles,
looking
the
for.
She's fucking awesome.
Mhm.
She grows all her stuff too. I mean,
Mhm.
it's just awesome, man. There's so many great channels out there that you can learn so much
You-
from, man.
Tribe, you see what Leslie says?
You should have everyone send some pictures of their gardens this year and put a little video together. I always love seeing everyone's gardens. Hell yeah. Maybe
That would be awesome.
maybe have some garden update live streams
Yeah.
where people
Oh,
could jump
Ohio.
on and share pictures.
Ohio up earlier said a tomato plant challenge. Y'all
Yeah.
want
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Too.
one?
I'm actually
plant?
working on that, Tribe, just so you know.
Oh,
We're
cool,
gonna try
cool,
to do
man.
a garden, like, and you know, instead of the cannibals, it's gonna be all about the gardens. We was
Shit,
talking
that's
about
what's
me,
up.
Billy, Virginia, and them because we did our seeding last night. Got all
Oh,
our
nice.
seeds up in the stuff, and that's the Augustin Farm seeds. They got a 4-year shelf life.
How much was that? How much was that can right there, Ghetto?
That it was like $30, but now it's like 60.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
What is
it's up there. It's the
I got-
Augustin Farm seeds.
I got about 3 of them, Ghetto. Them
Yeah.
are they're
They
nice.
grow nice.
Yes,
They
they
do.
work.
And they give you everything in the can. They give you the whole growing guide.
Yep.
They give you sorry about that. One
Oh, it's
second.
just an assortment of seeds in the can.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah. And then they come in with a plastic bag, and then all the seeds are
Oh, nice.
Okay.
separated and vacuum sealed up in the bags.
Mhm.
That's tight, man.
Yeah.
And there's, you know, 13 different ones. We grew them last year. They grow real good. But you know, then our weather just decided to microwave us, so we got screwed. But they got a good little assortment.
Oh hell yeah.
They sure do.
That's what's
But
up.
if you have a place to grow potatoes,
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, that's really all we really need. So to me and my family, we make sure potatoes are number one. There's lots of people throughout the war, throughout the depression, they lived off of potatoes. We can survive just off of potatoes. You know what I mean? Even if you got like a random park in the neighborhood, you know, just throw some seeds in the ground. You're gonna be the only one that knows they're there.
Okay.
True.
Yeah,
Just
or
little
even know what
stashes.
they are.
Yeah, exactly. Just little stashes.
Yep.
Okay.
Dude, we did
Shit,
this
I-
Saturday too. I popped my cherry. Sorry, Tribe. I didn't mean to interrupt you, man. But
No,
I'm
you got it, bro.
excited
You
over
got it.
here. I'm excited over here. Look.
Let me get a better look at that. Let me get a better look at that.
Well,
First
wait.
cannon. That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Look, man, my thinking's on the beans because we don't even eat beans that much, man. But I got like 200 pounds. That was like one of my first preps. I'm like, wait a minute, how am I gonna use all this water once shit hits the fan? I'm gonna have to use all this water to bring these beans so I can eat them. So I may as well jar them first. You know what I mean?
And
So I
they
can-
are good once you jar them. We use some in
Yeah.
some chili. Oh my God, they melt in your mouth.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
so good. Have you ever canned, Carvin?
No, I just got my stuff, so I was watching Homestead Heart. I'm just waiting on the salt to come in because they didn't have any at Walmart, so I had to get it off of Amazon.
They
Hold
do
on.
a, they do a tell her, Ghetto.
Well, you said salt,
Yeah, they told me to get the
the
not
canning salt.
the canning salt. Yeah.
Yeah, you can use non-iodized salt and you'll be perfectly fine. You don't need the special canning salt and all that. As long as you got salt that isn't iodized, you'll be all right.
Okay.
I gotta tell you this though. It was I had a pressure canner. I had all the shit to can. I had it for over 12 years. Never did it.
Mhm.
I finally got on the canning. Ghost Prepper came up with a live canning show where they would go step for step and everybody could come on and learn and do it for the first time. I went on there for the first time. I learned, and I got all my cabinets filled up with canned goods now
That's
that I
awesome.
canned myself. So it really, Sophia B's doing it now. I don't know who's going to be next, but if you ever want to really, because you can get up on the live with them, and you don't even have to have your camera on or nothing, but they will walk you through each step and all the questions that you'll have when you're doing it. I mean, it was such a lifesaver to me, and I learned so much. It was the perfect setting for somebody like me. I have to be doing something hands-on, and I need somebody to be in my ear to tell me how to do it. So
Yeah,
it was
and
just
visually.
perfect.
Yeah.
I'll do the.
100%.
I would, if I think I have that salt in my cupboard. I just don't do. I had to get the other salt, so I was just waiting.
And they do it every Saturday at 8 o'clock, I think it is, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And anybody's welcome. Like, you can even shoot them an email. They'll probably shoot an email to you, and it's always good people. You have a good time hanging out. But really, you'll learn. You'll take 2 hours out of your entire. It changed my life.
Right.
It changed the way I prep, because now I go get beans. Now I go get meat. Now I mean, seriously, I got to give Ghost his props. That dude changed my prepping ways big time. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Barbecue. I'm working on all my stuff too. I actually this weekend I put up some shelves and stuff in our, we've got a back room back there, and so I put up some shelves and moved some shit around. We still got some more work to do, and as soon as I get that done, like we did a lot, but as soon as I get that completed, I'm about to start. I'm gonna go on that show, and I'm gonna can too, because I don't have no place to put it right now. That's why we're doing all the work in the other room, is to make room.
That's what I'm doing with this one. I'm just waiting for some shelves to come in, and this is where it's gonna be.
I'm gonna go on that canning show and can too, because dude, I'm telling you, that is the best freaking show, man. For that.
And it's not like there's 1,000 people in there neither. You know, it's a small crowd, because not everybody's into canning. You know what I mean? But for the serious people that really want to learn, you go in there. Everybody's cool. Everybody's helpful. You don't feel like you're stupid or something. You know what I mean? You just have a good time. You ask any questions you want as you're doing it. Like it's the perfect setup for somebody who's just learning how to do it. How many new people have first started canning on that show? I mean, I know at least 10, 15 people.
Yeah, a lot.
I was one of the original cannibals.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
If you're trying to dip your toes in the carbon, all you need is some real butter, and you can make some ghee. That's how we started. You watch how they do ghee.
I watched how they did Homestead Heart did butter.
Okay, well this is so this is ghee. Basically, it boils all the solids and stuff out of the butter, and then you pour it in here, and now it's got a forever shelf life.
Oh, that's awesome.
And you use it just like butter, but you just get all the dairy and all the solids and stuff out of it.
Okay.
Do you like cooking?
Today.
Do you like cooking, Carbon Q? Oh, then you'll love canning, because that's pretty much what it is. It's just it takes a long time. You know, for meats it's an hour and a half. For vegetables it's like half that time. But it's just like cooking. You're cooking a meal, but you're saving it in a jar.
I think it's like the smartest thing ever.
Yeah, it's dope. It's so dope.
That's it. Saturday I'll be there, because I have everything. I have the water bath. I have the pressure cooker. I even have the meat, the beans, everything that I want to do. I want to put the butter to do some, but the store next to me has ghee, so I'll just go get some of that too. And I'm gonna be there.
You'll love it. You'll love it. It's
just
awesome.
don't tell
really
nobody you prepping. It's like the Fight Club, man. Just don't say nothing. Because if you got a whole bunch of people that are asleep, and then once it happens, they're gonna look. You're gonna be their first thought. Like, oh shit, that lady was right. You know what I mean? They're gonna be at your door. No.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's what the PP is about.
Well, we're almost at the 2-hour mark, y'all. Y'all know I always end at the 2-hour mark. It's been about 4 hours, 5 hours for me with the backstage. So I'm gonna call it at 2 hours, but we got 5 more minutes. Y'all got anything coming up that y'all want to holler out? Ghetto, Carbon, Hutch, Backwoods, Susanna.
Yep, I just want to say thank y'all for everything. I appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you.
Keep ready. Thank you.
Yeah, let's keep it going, man. Let's keep connecting with people. Keep this thing going, man. Have each other's backs and just keep on pushing.
Absolutely. I agree.
Yeah,
Good night,
let's keep,
everybody. Mhm.
let's keep hanging together. Shoot,
Yeah.
all of
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Learn.
Getting it in. What you got? What you got coming up, Ghetto? You going live tonight?
Nah, man, I ain't went live for a while. I'm working on my videos, man. It takes me a few weeks to get each video done because they're pretty hard. Most people don't realize we're actually still in war in Yemen, and we done killed like almost 10 million kids over there.
Damn.
And I'm working on the pictures and the videos of the kids that's been blown up. And I ain't trying to let y'all leave on a dark note. I'm just saying, no, it takes a little while for my videos to come out.
Be
Emotionally,
careful, man.
it messes me up, man.
Yeah.
So
Don't get your channel struck. Don't be careful with your posts and with your even if you don't put it in your like you can ask Hutch. He uploaded a
Right.
video that he wasn't even going to put on his shit and they shut his channel down for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I got you. It's all about looking in the past, man. That's how we figure out what's coming on in the future.
Well,
And
it
that's
looks like me and Hutch and Tribe and Native and POTB and a bunch of other
Vote
certified
Hutch.
shows.
Vote Hutch. Hey, make
Hell,
me
fuck
big.
Hutch.
What is it we voting on?
Huh?
Man, fuck Hutch.
It
What are
don't
we
matter what
voting
you're
on?
voting on. All you need to know is that
Who-
you're voting for Hutch.
Who looks
And that's
better in
all
a
you need
dress?
to know. The topics don't matter. The position don't matter. Nothing matters except that you're voting for Hutch. And that's all we need to know.
Make sure you vote. Make sure you vote Tribe. That's
Hold
all.
on,
man.
Just
man.
make
Hold
sure
on,
you
Look,
vote
man.
Tribe.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. Y'all paying
Hold
folks
on,
to vote
man.
for you? I take debit, EBT. I'll take whatever. Y'all pay me, I'll vote for you. Just saying.
I got you. I got a couple
All right.
dollars to spare.
There you go.
I'm locking mine in now. I don't care if I gotta pay for it. Fuck it. I'm selling out. You know what I'm saying?
I got some dead family members that'll help you out too, man.
That's what's up. That's
Man,
what's
see-
up.
See, that's one thing y'all got to understand. Sellouts like this is the reason why this country is in the way it is now. Just like these motherfuckers. If y'all want a real motherfucker,
Capitalism.
because I ain't selling out for shit and I ain't buying your motherfucking vote. Just know I'm a true-blooded, red-blooded American patriot.
Mhm.
American patriot. That's all
All
I got to
lies.
say.
You know how these politicians
All these-
work. It's
all
all
these jokers,
lies.
man, you heard it from the motherfucker's mouth right there.
Hey, at least I'm an
I'm
honest
selling out.
politician, though.
I'm selling out. I'm
Don't
selling
let the
out.
lies fool you. At least I tell the truth.
And this
I'm
liberal
honest. I'm gonna be honest with
All
you
right,
guys.
look. Hutch, I'll give you my vote if you admit to the world that you wear skinny jeans.
What the fuck?
Hey, Hutch don't sell out. I got integrity.
Shoot
Yeah.
your email later.
But if you got some cash,
right. $20, $20. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm
that
voting
don't
for
mean shit.
Carbon too.
$20 puts a gallon of gas in my tank.
motherfucker, bunch of sellouts. Sell outs. Sell outs. All these motherfuckers, man. Sell outs.
Y'all are crazy.
All right, y'all. We're gonna call it for the night. Appreciate everybody in the chat hanging out with us. Appreciate everybody up on the panel. Thank y'all for hanging with me, man. It's been a great time. We're gonna come back at y'all ASAP. That's a promise. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.
Love y'all.
Bye.
Y'all.
Appreciate you having me up here, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you being here. Everybody. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.